are watching Channel Adrian TV.
Yo, YouTube, what up? Welcome back to Channel Adrian TV, and y'all know me as Adrian. But before we get into today's video, y'all know what y'all need to do. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment on the videos. Also, follow me on Rumble, where I do post it on there as well. So I would appreciate if y'all support me on that as well. And follow my other YouTube channels, the Room 1031 channel and the Room 1031's Clips channel. And if you have any video that you want me to react to, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can hit me up on one of my social media platforms or just leave it in the comment section. And if it's a great topic, great video, I would definitely do a video on it. Now, men and women, y'all know what y'all need to do before we even get into this video. To the men and women that are smart with their money, invest in cat food and dog food, and do not buy the bag of goods society and your parents are trying to sell you. Because why? There's trash in it. Now, y'all may have seen the title of this video. The title of the video, when women speak, listen. And I love these short videos because it gives me proof and evidence to what I've been telling you. If a woman has to lead you, be the financial provider in the house, most women will not like that. And then after a certain time, they will start to resent you. Because I've had some people say, Adrian, that's not true. Yes, it is. Now, you may be the exception to the rule, but remember, ladies and gentlemen, the exception does not make the rule. So let's play this video real quick and actually read some comments, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it.
One person is financially responsible, but the other person just hasn't got there just yet.
So I was in a situation where I was the financially responsible one and he wasn't. And I said, okay, well, fine. You spend your money on the fun and I'll spend my money on the finances and I'll be the responsible one, don't worry. And then after a couple years, you grow that resentment. Yeah. And you try not to because you tell yourself, nah, he's you know, he takes care of the movies. Yeah. Fuck the electric bill. And we don't need lights. We went to see Panther. It was good. But you grow that resentment after a while, so you got to be careful with that. And if that person, like Randy said, ain't growing, then finances are the #1 reason why people do not work.
They do not work in marriage.
Now, great video, and that video's prove everything I've been saying. Now, before I even get to the comments, let me say this. I don't think there's nothing wrong with what she said or women feel this way. This just proves to one of my sayings that I do know a lot of people say, but a majority of people do not understand. You can't outrun biology. Like she said, if you're the more financially more responsible one, now you may be saying financially more responsible. Is she just smarter with money? No, for whatever reason, women speak womenese and very PC. What she's really saying is, I make more money than him, so I have to pay for the majority of the bills. That's why she said light bill, food, groceries. In other words, the roles are reversed. So if you heard it, she said it herself that her money is just used for fun money, and his money is just used for fun money, while her money is used for the majority of the bills. Now, if it's on the flip side, we all know that men's money is our money and women's money is their money. Now, if you don't believe me, I did a video with Maurice on the Room 1031 channel. Men's money is our money and women's money is their money. I'll make sure the link is in the description. But those words, what she's saying right there, proves exactly what I've been saying. Now, I wish they would have been more direct. When they mean financially responsible, all they're just saying is, I make more than my man, so I have to pay the majority of the bills. So let's go to a few comments. One commenter said, a person who mismanaged their money will help you mismanage yours. I wholeheartedly agree with that. That's why I tell men and women, you need to vet people on their finances. I know people with great credit scores in the 730s, 740s, but they're in so much amount of debt, like 6 figures amount of debt. Unless they find a way to make 6 figures and pay that debt off, they're going to be in debt for the rest of their life, and they don't even make enough to bring down that debt a lot. So another commenter said, this is why love ain't enough. Financial compatibility is a real thing. Number one, I do agree with that. And then number two, I wish they would just say, be more direct in saying, if I'm making more than my man, it's not going to work. And I do believe it's not going to work because, as the woman said in that video, they will start to resent you because they're thinking, they're going off biology. Okay, aren't you the man? Aren't you supposed to lead? How come I'm making more than you? I've seen it happen in real life. I have seen women, once they graduated college or got a higher paying job than the guy, they start to lose respect for them. I can see it, but the sad thing is, a majority of men believe, well, since we live in a quality-based society now, you should have no problem paying majority of the bills. Men, I hate to break it to you, even though we live in a more equality type society, women do not want to pay the majority of the bills. And if they do, they will do one or two things. They will resent you, like she said, and leave, or they will stay with you until something gets better. Now, with that said, I do know there are some exceptions to the rule, but women, be honest. Do you really want, if you had a choice, would you choose you to make more than your man or your man to make more than you? I thought so. Commenter said, a few years, kudos to all that have done that. I had did that shit for a few weeks and I was like, I'm done. Never again. I agree. And here's the thing. I'm not attacking women's character. I'm not saying women should feel bad. It goes against their biology. So it makes sense. The only thing is, I just wish women would be more honest and tell men this because, unfortunately, a lot of men aren't driven. So a lot of men do things just solely for women or to get attention for women or to have some type of female companionship. So if women are upfront and say this, I think it would motivate more men. And another comment said, agreed, but women only see this when they are in a dominant position. Never hear a complaint when a man is paying everything. It's his job. He's supposed to. Now, that is true because I've always said love is conditional for men. I also did a video on Room 1031 channel with Maurice. So if you don't believe me that love is conditional for men, check out that video and then I'll make sure to link it in the description. But that is a harsh truth that men need to learn. Men, love is conditional for you. That does not mean the woman does not care for you, but take the example that the woman said in the video. She said for a while she did it, but after 2 years, that resentment. So in other words, they could be with you and care for you, but if you don't start to approve or things get better, they're out. And once again, I don't think there's anything wrong with that because it's biology and it makes sense. And finally, this commenter picked up on exactly what I've noticed from that video and what exactly she's really saying. It's really only like that when women handle the bills and stuff or are financially responsible because us men do it all the time while women blow money and it's no issue. This is one of the reasons men and women are not equal in dating or relationships. This is a harsh truth that men and women need to really understand. I believe in equality. I don't think there should be any discrimination against anybody. But the truth is the truth. Reality is sexist. In other words, in dating and in relationships, like that man said, it's not equal. It's not. But we're sold these bag of goods, aka a dream, that it is. Now, with that said, I don't think that's bad. It's just biology and it's just the truth. And I love doing videos like this because it supports what I'm saying and what more men and women are starting to notice. Like, I believe in equality and equality is great, but in relationships, things are not equal and that's okay. And one of these things is when women are the provider, they will look down upon the man if that man does not level up to at least their level or exceed them. And women, keep in mind, I don't think you're a bad person if you feel this way because I agree. This is just biology and it's a harsh truth that men and women need to understand. So, men, this is why I preach. You should be in the gym. Every year you should be trying to make more money. In other words, you should be improving every single year and you can't become stagnant. Because if you do become stagnant and lazy, don't get upset when the woman finds a better man and leave you. I'll see you on the next video.